she looks amazing. Personality-wise, is a bit of a 50-50, though. Because I do like some bits of it, especially when she's more serious and all of that. But like, there are moments where I feel like she's a little too much of a free spirit, I guess. But it fits the character, so I can't complain too much. Just not much more as my type. In terms of iconic scenes, though, this woman is just made of iconic scenes, I'm pretty sure, at this point, with both the Shimoza, you know what, the Zero, Reach the Zero, the Let's Kill the Void, which you can also actually see the different SMH, or maybe an older female one. Would be an interesting idea, actually. Would definitely not be a bad idea. But yeah. So, basically, my opinion, Musashi is like a really cool character I like. I think she's on the great tier, personally. Well, I'm not the biggest fan of her personality, personally. I still think she's a great character overall. Like, I love her design. What am I doing? It's a pure, absolute... my personal list of what's my favorite Sabers. That's why this is up here. That's it. It's all based on their design, personality, and generally iconic moments in the story. Only Sabers. Yes, I'm gonna separate the classes. Just for... one, it makes these a lot easier to do. B, it's much more clear this way what is up there and what ain't up there. Also, the ones that I do not know shit about because they're on JP, generally, they go to the I have no idea folder. So yeah, that's about it. And yes, it's only Sabers. You feel free to berate me if you wish or something. That is the usual day. That's the point. Each Saturday next class last time got cut short because Lo forgot he had a meeting. Yeah, exactly. Usually I would have like finished this one last Saturday, but unfortunately due to that, this got cut short. So basically halfway through it. Anyways, let's keep going, shall we? Oh yeah, Musashi gameplay style. Musashi, I think, is one of the more interesting characters. She'd be like amazing, probably. Gawain you made a mistake. Gawain, it's too low. That is your opinion, my friend, not mine. And last time I checked, it even says here, Sun Gorilla goes there. Doubling it out is a very cool mechanic, and it's good that she's the only one. Yes, exactly. She is the only one with that actual mechanic, and it is a very cool mechanic overall. So, to that end, I think she has a really amazing kit, personally. A really fun and interesting kit to play around. I wouldn't say it's the best kit ever, but it is amazing. It's not like the Barghest one where I think it's just really, really good. In terms of like... yeah, Musashi is still bonker. Oh yeah. But, oh yeah, I should probably preface this. The tier list is only for the part of design, personality, and story that I like. Okay? That's the tier list representation here. The gameplay, I just give it on the side and I just say, okay, if it was based on gameplay, I would put her on amazing. In this case, like this. Like, for example, I have Salter as one of my favorites, but even I have to admit, her gameplay is around here. Like, it's pretty meh. So, yeah. That's basically the prerogative here. Okay, Mordred! Oh, so better Artoria. Shots fired. Woo. Oh boy. Shots fired. Anyways, better Artoria, or Mordred. Design-wise, well, it's another Saberface. What can I say here? It's a Saberface who looks a little bit more on the wilder side, so I'll give it a prop that it looks a little bit different, at least. Murder Dread. Design-wise. Personality-wise, I very much like Mordred's personality a lot more than I like Artoria's. I think her personality is pretty fun in general. It's like just this rebellious teenage kid that just kind of wants to get out of her father's shadow very much so, in this case. Or mother's shadow? Mother? Question mark? So who knows? either way, I still think her design and her personality are great. And in terms of months, well, I only need to go look for Apocrypha because, well, it's probably the only place I can go look for Mordred scenes is Apocrypha. I mean, she was good in Camelot, though, at least. I don't think she was that bad. Does she want more to be recognized and accepted by her father? Yeah, a bit of both. She does want that, don't take me wrong. She does want... It's more of that, realistically, yeah. But either way, Apocrypha, Camelot, and Solomon. Yeah, also Solomon. So, just by moments, it's also really good. So, how do I feel about Mordred? I really love... I think she's a great character, personally. Like around here somewhere. I really like Mordred. Actually, it's more like really like. While I feel like Musashi is a great character overall, I'm like just this close to putting Mordred in the great in my opinion, but I can't. I don't know. It's like she has great moments and everything else, and I do. Nah, actually, it's more like this. I think this is more accurate. I really like, and this is great. Yeah, I think this is more accurate. I don't think she's as amazing as some of these of the characters above, personally, for me at least, but I think she's a great character. Gameplay-wise, well, she's a interesting take, I guess, on... She's still an AoE buster farmer, in the end. We gotta go by that prerogative. But, she's a... interesting crit buster? Farmer? Question mark? I guess. Crit buster farmer. And it kind of works that her buff skill was a pretty good buff. Like, if Artori is like an... Like, is she better than Artori in gameplay? Nah, in terms of like how fun it is to use, I mean, not how good it is. It's like, I like her, I think her gameplay is like a like, it's a B. I like her gameplay fine. I feel like there could be something a bit more unique on her gameplay. She does have the anti-Artoria face thing on her MP, which is kind of funny. But I would still like, I still only think like she would be a like on the gameplay side of things. Artoria work better with the buster meta. Maybe so, but I think I think Mordred's latest buff really made her much better. My border crit is funny. Exactly. This is fun. And besides, I say this, but Artoria's kit is really fun, mainly because of Unga Bunga Gorilla, go click red button. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh boy, I am evil. Anyways, let's keep going, chat. Oberon and Dumblecoin. Oh yeah. I mean, you can do both, actually. Artoria, Unga Bunga, red button, second skill turns all other cards into the red button. Exactly. That's the point. That's why I said. You're not gonna tell me you didn't enjoy just clicking that button and see all your cards, all the Artoria cards go red, and you're just like, ooh, monkey brain activate. You know you have. Everyone has at that moment. Artoria cards. Okay, Yagyu Munenori. Historically accurate old man. I mean, I'll give him the point. Seating master. He's okay. I think this is the one I'm gonna say is okay. Like, his design is, well, supposed to be historically accurate. His personality is okay, a bit annoying at times, but it's very much accurate to what he's supposed to be. His animations, but the animations fit what he's supposed to be. I guess he could have a bit better animations, but he's like a unique thing. He's an actual dignified old man. It's accurate to its style, exactly. So that's what I'm giving him the point. In terms of things he's done in story, he's a very annoying enemy in Shimosa, I'd say. He's usually the enemy. Isn't Yagyu, like, usually your enemy in almost everything he's in? I'm pretty sure he's almost always your enemy. Yeah, he's basically always your enemy. I think there was, like, one event, also on Kame event. Yeah, exactly. He was an ally in Oku. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, he was an ally in Oku. That is correct. Thank you, Phantasm. That is true. I did forget that shit. Oh, boy. And Space Ishtar. Oh, yeah, that also as well. He was in Space Ishtar, but I think he was in the enemy in Space Ishtar. Yeah. I still think he's, like, okay, though. Like, overall. Like, he's okay. Like, I don't think he's, like, anybody's... I don't think he's anyone's favorite character in terms of, like, personality or design. Maybe he might have a proper fan, but, like, I haven't met one that is, like, thinks Yagyu is, like, the best shit ever. But I think he's, like, a very solid character. And he's an interesting case, at least. In terms of his gameplay, I think it's amazing. I think his gameplay is kind of amazing because, like, with 120 Miyagi and the... Damn. Okay, there we go. We found one. Fair enough. There's one. I think Yagyu's gameplay is amazing. I love the idea of literally the one-turn saber, where it's, like, the literal... Everything is one turn and you just do just giant nuke. Oh, fuck off. Like, I love that I think his gameplay, face tanking and NP, exactly. I think his gameplay is amazing, personally. Like, yes, it's all one-turn shenanigans, but I think it's an interesting thing because you have to actually decide, like, when do you want to do the big burst of, like, just zing. Look at me, I'm the wall now. Fair enough. Jesus. I think he has an amazing kit, so he would be up here for his kit. Anyways. Next up, Narrow Bride. Narrow Bride. Okay. I'm gonna try... How the hell am I gonna separate Narrow and Narrow Bride on this? Because technically, they literally are the same character in this case. You know, a huge Narrow fan, you're not looking at him. That's the issue here, like... I don't think I can separate. I think I'm just gonna do both Narrows at the same time because... Like... What am I supposed to do? They're basically the same character. Like, the minimum difference is, like, I think Narrow Bride has appeared less than normal Narrow. Narrow when she is summoned as a rider. Yeah... Nah. Yeah, I'm just gonna put both Narrows in the same spot. If you are wondering what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put both Narrows in the same spot. Okay, so let's start with the easy part. Design-wise, the both of them. I barely know her. Fair enough. I'm just gonna start with the design of both characters. In terms of design, purely, the others are failed copies. Lol. The only Narrow is Draco, the others are failed copies. I agree. I actually agree with that. Brain cells, please work. In terms of design, I like Narrow's design. I've always liked Narrow's design. I always thought it was like... Yes, I know it's like a lot like Artoria. I know. But I actually do like the rest. Outside of the face part, I actually like the clothing design a bit better on Narrow. On both Narrows in this case. I can't deny I really like her design. Now... Where it gets problematic is the personality. Because, I'll be fair, specifically these Narrows, not Draco, this will not apply for Draco later on. I actually don't like the Extella personality of Narrow. In these Narrows follow that personality, which is the very happy, always, with a smile on her face almost always the time. Ridiculous, over the top, just sweetness bullshit. We need more PTSD now, exactly. Like, it's... I do not like her personality, realistically speaking. I do not like Extella Link personality of Narrow. I love the original extra Narrow personality, and I love Draco because Draco personality is basically that. They fixed Narrow in the arcade collab. Exactly. That's the Narrow I've been waiting for. It's the Draco Narrow I've been waiting for this whole time. This Narrow, personality-wise, I hate. I do not like this Narrow. At all. In terms of feats, though, even I am hard-pressed not to say her feats are ridiculously stupidly good. Like, what? Extella, she basically won the war, destroyed Velber, with help of Altera Sword, but she still destroyed Velber. Feet with an A, not with an E. Don't bullshit me here. With an A. More feats. The whole septum thing, which isn't saying much, but who cares? The whole of last Encore, where she literally basically beats just about all the servants you see there, including Gawain. She survives a Gawain Galatine, which is bullshit. It reveals his nature as Dark Soul fan after all. Fair enough. Like, and okay, narrows a lot of feats. You get the point. Personally, though, this is more based on her personality and design. So, as is, I'm gonna put her in okay. I cannot say I like her because, as I said, personality is the biggest... The thing that impacts my rating the most is personality, and I don't like her personality. But I really like her design, and I do believe she had ridiculously good, not only really good scenes. But well, that is true, but CBT is not my jam. Oh, fair enough. So yeah, that's the Narrow. Now, in terms of gameplay, the Narrows. Well, this one is a support, which makes her... And her support abilities are at least unique, so I kind of like it, at least. Normal Narrow, though. This is just the character you put in your backline to survive. I'll be fair, I've used her in the front. Imperial Privilege Slot Machine, exactly. I'll be fair, I find Narrow's kit okay. What? Because, at best. And there's one reason I don't find it higher than okay. Because of the stupid goddamn one-turn defense down after NP on her NP. That shit is stupid. We all know this. That goddamn overcharge defense down is stupid. She might work as art sloop. She is a one-hit. She has a one-hit on her NP. She cannot. Sorry. She can't. She's a one-hit art NP. The 4-star version. The 5-star is single target. But not... You can try. We're talking about Narrow right now. We're on the Narrows. Right now. You don't have her, yeah. She is a one-hit NP. She has a one-hit NP. So, more like charging. Can confirm Narrow does not loop. Exactly. So, yeah. Also, this is all personal opinion, and it's mainly based on personality and design and shit like that. The tier list. This is more of an aside. The gameplay bot is up on an aside. I've tried many times. Yep. I usually use Muramasa or the clear superior Jason. See, Iberian has the right idea. Use Jason. See? Iberian has the correct idea. Jason is based Giga Chat, exactly. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so Okita Alter Summer. I know no jack squat about this. I don't know. Our event hasn't come up yet. Once I do the event, I will be able to rate this, but at the moment, I have no idea. I don't know shit about Okita Alter Summer. I know shit. I did not know she existed. Ouch. Big fair when this exists. Why would you care about this when Charlie exists? Come on. Come on. Why would you care about this? Charlie exists. Come on. Obviously the superior option. Anyways. My bias aside. Now you know. Yep. She charges more MP, but Charlie has more stars. Exactly, and that's why he's better. Anyway, okay, I'll stop now. Way too many stars. 99 stars. 99 stars go brrr. Embrace King, reject horny girl. Exactly. See? Ashima. Iberian Ashima have the right thought on this. Anyways. Next up. For reals now. Okita Soji. Wait, didn't I already rate Okita Soji? No. Not yet. Okay. I thought I had rated Okita Soji already. So... Here's where people are gonna murder me for this one. Yeah. I think Okita is kind of meh. Yeah. I'm... Like, it's a meme. Yeah, it's like... Anyone know the reason FGO is in maintenance again? Oh, the reason it's in maintenance is because they fucked up. They basically, their super and great success on anniversary was, they had 100% chance of you getting a great success. Yeah, exactly. Low broke it. Fair enough. Sure, we'll go with that option. That also works. Yeah, but they had a great success issue, so it's on maintenance right now. So no thinking. Someone snitched on us. Jesus Christ. Okay, back to the Okita thing, though. Design-wise, I'll swear to God, it's just... I'm sorry, it's just another Saber face. With Japanese theming. Like, nothing against it, but it's like... I've always thought she looked kind of meh. At least I know my Tama is fully leveled before this whole shenanigan. Nice. The 3x1, by the way. Yeah, I did it like a few times in a row on that department. What else? About Okita. Her personality... Isn't it just a giant meme because it's like, oh, she's really strong, but like, she's sick all the time. She's always coughing around. It's... Okay, there's more to it, I know, and she's relatively, like, loyal, but... Oh. I always thought her personality was kind of... That's the Guda version. Even when it... Like, even if I don't take the Guda version, it's like... She's still, like, relatively okay. Like, I feel like Nobunaga is has a much more fun and interesting personality than she does. Like, all the time. Every time I see Oda Nobunaga and Okita Soji in something, I'm like, Oda Nobunaga, tell me everything. Keep talking to me. I want to listen to more. Okita Soji, I kind of just go, okay. Anyways. And Nobu is eccentric IRL too. Like, I feel like Nobu is the more interesting character of the two. And in terms of feats, like, feat, yeah, okay. In terms of her, like, story impact and other things, like, you got the Guda games events. I ruined you. Yes, you did. You got the Guda events. You got the Is Okita Soji in anything else besides Guda events? Also, if someone is gonna say type red line, I have not seen type red line, okay? Yes, I know. That's type red line. I have not read type red line, so I can't go base that. Yeah. So, like, I'm pretty sure she's just in Guda events, right? I don't think she's been in anything else. But now you blocked me, haha. And Nobu is insane. I think that would be more interesting to... I think that would be an interesting read. If I saw that Okita, I might actually put her higher, possibly. Who knows? Either way, as is, like, I don't have much to go from. And I think she's a relatively mediocre. In terms of gameplay, it's okay. I've seen her kit. It's okay. I mean, you can use it fine, I guess. I don't think her kit has anything special. Like, I'm even gonna check myself just real quick because I'm just gonna check to refresh my memory. But even I don't think she has anything that, like, isn't she like just a crit damage quick? That, oh, she has this. That is a, for one turn you get a 20% attack up. Okay. Crit damage, one turn. Okay, so she's basically the she's like the quick equivalent of you using Yagyu Munenori, kinda. Yeah, she's basically the quick equivalent of Yagyu Munenori. Though I think her abilities are a little less interesting than his, personally. Whoops. Every time you attack, so 2 card before NP 40% attack up. Oh, okay, so fair enough. Okay, that's a bit better then. Okay, I'd say with that, that actually looks really fun. So I'll put it in really like. Munenori, I think Munenori has a better overall like skill lineup than she does. Well, I really like that idea though. Like, at least this first skill kind of saves this whole thing, because the rest is kind of like, it's okay. It's just this is not as good. Okay, moving on. Rama. Oh, Rama, you poor soul. Oh, Rama, you poor soul. I hate that I am like, this man just gets nothing. It's just like, he doesn't get nothing. It's just, he just gets shafted so hard on a lot of things, unfortunately. He's never seeing his wife at this point. Yeah, the worst see that. Hey, Rama's cool. First off, design-wise, I actually really like the art style Rama has. And some of his more recent animations are also really cool. In general, a lot of the Indian servers are like that, so in that department, I guess it's not special, I guess. In that department. But yeah. In terms of design, I really like it. When they used to upgrade them, Kek, yeah, I know, right? In terms of his personality, like, I actually like it. I like it fine. I think it's sort of okay personality. It's nothing. It's like he's a very loyal one. I at least say he's very faithful to his waifu, and he keeps searching for his waifu. So on that department, I will give him the prop. Now, the one thing I will give him more props for is for how much fucking pain he was in during the LB4. Like. Also, I do like his... Well, I do like his credit in Pluribus Unum. He wasn't that bad in there. It was okay. I still think he was better. Personally, I still think he was better in LB4. Even though he was crippled for the majority of it. But he was crippled for very good reasons, at least. So, for that, and the design, and the okay personality, I actually really... Basically, I really like Rama. I think he's a really good character in my opinion in general. I just wish he was like he wasn't completely just shafted every goddamn time he's around. Like, not as Lunling suffers much more than he does, but like Rama also kind of suffers a lot. In terms of gameplay, on the other hand, now Rama used to be the Rama's shtick used to be the. And it kind of still is a bit, was the one skill he has where he just crits that absorbs and does one turn of absurd critical damage. He's a crit saber, yes, weirdly enough. And that was an interesting gameplay back in the day. Nowadays, though, he's okay. It's like that mechanic's still there, and it's still neat. The one-turn crit. For anyone wondering what I'm talking about, I will grab the sabers real quick. Back in the ancient times of Roman civilization, basically. Of Pluribus Unum. Right? Back in the day. Like, this skill, first skill used to be the main thing about him. It's a 4-turn, 100% crit damage, a 500% absorption for a singular turn. Which, like, this used to be his shtick, and it kind of still is a shtick. Right? But like, they kind of switched him to be an anti-demonic kind of character for some reason out of nowhere. Which is not a bad thing, don't take me wrong. Demonic is becoming more common, and actual extra damage versus type of enemy is becoming more and more required nowadays. So this is not a bad thing. But the thing is, he's still like, his only shtick is this thing. And while it's okay, it's like the rest of his kit kind of sucks. It's very... It's not even on the department of him being bad. I like using Tuna more, to be honest, than Rama. That is fair. Yeah, no, that is fair. Like, you can choose what you want to use in the end. Let's not forget. But it's like, yeah. Like, in my opinion, Rama's gameplay is okay. Like, the shtick is still there. And he does have the anti-demonic thing. But like, 2/3 of his skills are kind of bad and not really fun or interesting at all. Like, this is just baseline charisma. This is just a guts skill, basically. A glorified guts skill with a heal. That's it. I gotta put this over here just so I don't make this mistake. Actually, just separate it. Either way, you should still be able to listen to it, I guess. Okay. They are tying special damages with MP levels now. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Not sure if that could be problematic. So more money, yeah, that's annoying. So you make use of these old characters that have it on overcharge, people. Well, you can. Nice, congrats, Ashima. GG. Yeah. Okay, that's Ramavo. Roland! No idea. I need to watch I need to read Trom before I can do this one. Hyperf was the first one. Ugh. God damn it. That's so annoying. That is so annoying. I mean, yeah, they're getting money for it, I guess. Fuck off. Naked Man. Yeah, I'm not rating Roland until I read Trom. So, unfortunately... Also, I'm just gonna do this right now. I'm gonna put here the characters that can go in here. So, Trunk Sisters. So, Trunk Sisters, I also don't know shit. I actually know nothing about them, for reals. Roland, at least I know, is one of the Knights of Charlemagne. But that's about all I know. Setanta also, yep. I cannot read the event, unfortunately. And then, now... This is a weird one because, technically, I have seen his design on JP. I know his kit enough, and he has technically appeared in one good event. So, while this guy is not out, I'm not biased, trust me. Fair enough. 150% chaotic extra damage at MP1 and 200% at MP5. Jesus fuck. Yeah, that's ridiculous. But yeah. And Yamanami, it's like, he has appeared in one good event. So based on the one good event, I will be able to technically rate this character. Based on that one event. It's not gonna be good though. It's not gonna be good. Anyways, let's keep going with the characters we can rate. Void Shiki. Ooh, now here's an interesting one. So, who is a fan of Kara no Kyokai? Who here is a fan of Kara no Kyokai? Because if you have not watched Kara no Kyokai, you 100% do not know this character. Or done the Kara no Kyokai event either. If you need neither of these, you know jack squat about this character. Why is she called Void Shiki? Because this... Okay, there's technically a difference. The main difference is like... Because this is the original Shiki. This is... The Shiki, the Void Avatar part of Shiki, yes. Not part of. This is the original. This is actually technically the original Shiki. This is the Shiki that, like, was originally never even supposed to exist. Well, none of them were supposed to exist. But this Shiki is the original, all-powerful one that's actually so powerful that she probably could murder anybody in Fate Universe, almost assuredly. The other is a sort of doll. Yes, correct. She's a part of the whole Shiki, just not a part of Void. Exactly, she is a part of the whole... But the thing is, the other Shiki, Shiki Assassin, is one of the two Shikis that Void Shiki made, so to speak. They're all Shiki nonetheless, but Void Shiki is the original, and then she made two Shikis. One that, you know, dies later, and then we have Ryogi Shiki, the assassin one. Too many Shikis, yes. Ibirin did not watch it with us. Remember, he could not. I remember that one. So yeah, there was the guy Shiki, the girl Shiki, and the Void Shiki. Just go with that. The first two are free. Not all. Okay. Anyways. Design-wise, I love Shiki's design. And Void Shiki's design. I mean... Like, seriously? Like... Look at this! It looks beautiful. So good. Like, look at the amount of costume she has. This is actually impressive. Like, she looks great in general. Like, don't know. I don't know if they're... That would be interesting to see, though, if they put like that this Shiki as a summer Shiki. That would be an interesting idea, though. That would be cool to see. Definitely. Anyways, back to Shiki shenaniganry. Design-wise, Shiki's great. Personality-wise, I love Shiki's personality. She has a really cool... Like, this Shiki... I love both Shiki versions. Both Void and the other one I actually love. I think this one is a very interesting version of Shiki. Like, kind of a... Like, a serene, but like a creepy kind of serene personality. Like, it's like... You know she doesn't really mean harm, but like, you know you're kind of walking on eggshells against the Shiki. Because you fuck up once, you're probably dead immediately. Because this woman could kill you in 5 seconds. I prefer Void didn't appear enough for me to make a whole understanding of, but the last scene went hard, not gonna lie. Yeah, exactly. And in terms of scenes, yeah, she doesn't have a lot of scenes, but that one last scene is great. I'm gonna put this still in amazing, because I think Shiki as a whole is an amazing character. If you're wondering where the normal Shiki is gonna be later, the assassin version, it's gonna be in my favorite characters, because Shiki went from a character I knew nothing about to one of my favorite characters I've seen in a while. So, other Shiki will be up there. I still think Void Shiki is an amazing character, though, personally. In terms of gameplay, though, well... What the Game Care Watch crew does to him, yeah, exactly. It does things to you. You just change, it changes you permanently. Okay, now, in terms of her kit though, and how fun she is, meh. it's insta-kill mechanics, people. So who here likes insta-kill mechanics? Nope. I don't like insta-kill mechanics. Me, that farm best farm. I hate that insta-kill mechanics. I find insta-kill so... It's like... I don't like it. I really don't like this insta-kill mechanics. And I don't think hers are that impressive either on that department. Like, the only thing I will give her is like her NP having an NP charge and removing parties debuffs makes it a bit more interesting, I guess. Neither of us after not insta-killing, they lost the battle. And I used Ninja Cruise in Ashia for that. Yeah, but I need to have Ashia for that now, don't I? Still though, Void Shiki's gameplay is like okay at best, I'd say. I'm being a bit nicer because of the NP, but at best I think her gameplay is okay. Personally, I don't think it's that impressive. Yes, 100% death rate now. Now we use King of Sunk to that too, the best buff. Fair enough. Okay, next up is Saito Hajime, or Virgil as we love. Or Virgil, everyone, we all know it's Virgil, moving on. Virgil, or Saito Hajime. Okay, design-wise, Virgil is pretty cool. I'm not even gonna deny, I love the suit. I love the suit. I don't care. I do not like his Third Ascension as much, but that's the classic one. Or Killer's Dead Protagonist. Yeah, that would work. That would also work. Or his, yeah, that would work. Definitely. But yeah, he's a cool character. In terms of design, I really like. He's got a really cool ass design. He looks pretty cool. In terms of personality, I only really have Guda to go through, and the Valentine's event. Also, oh, and Phantom, the one with Abakusa Shiro being a Phantom Thief, that one, and that. With those three things in my head, I still think it's like I find his best is in the Guda event still. His Valentine's event is also really cool because I kind of like his whole thing there, like in general. But I think his Guda personality is where I think he truly shines, in my opinion. The one with Himiko is where he truly shines. And he has really cool moments. He does start off as your enemy, but you can understand later on what happened there anyways. And he's generally just a really cool and chill dude, it feels. If I have to be fair, I think he's an amazing character, just like Lancelot in general. I think he goes into the amazing... But he doesn't have as many feats. It's probably great. Actually, I think it's a great character. Like, I forget he doesn't have as many feet, like, god damn it, as many, like, appearances, first, and second, is not got the biggest amount of, like, cool shit. So, yeah, Hyperion, I know. So, I'd say he's a great character overall, personally. I think he's great, and that's about all I have to say there. In terms of gameplay, he's probably one of my favorites, though. I don't think anyone dislikes Saito Hajime looping at all. Be right back for all good. I'm pretty sure nobody dislikes. You can say deads. Deeds. Oh, deeds, yeah. I could say deeds, yeah, that's true. That's fair. Yeah, I could say deeds. That is true. That is on me. Yeah, he's deeds. Ugh. Fair enough. But yeah. Okay, back to what I was saying, though. Like, I don't think anyone dislikes Saito Hajime's kit. I think his kit is one of the better designed kits. And pretty sure we all like to loop the living shit out of Virgil. So, I think he's one of my favorite characters gameplay-wise. I wish I had! But I didn't get him. So, I'm kind of stuck with what I got, unfortunately. Second. Now, next up, Muramasa. He's cool. He is cool. Muramasa. Senji Muramasa. Everyone's also NPD animation is cool. Yep, that is true. That is very true. Oh, Muramasa. Everybody loves Grandpa Emiya, I think. And I am not gonna be the one to stop that. Like, I'm just gonna do this immediately. I'm pretty sure, like, after LB, if you don't like him after LB6, I swear to God, I don't know what will make you like Emiya. Like, or Muramasa at this point. Like, if you didn't already like him before LB6, I swear to God, I don't know what will make you like him. Like, and if after LB6 you still don't like him, I don't know what will make you like him at all. Like, I swear to God. First off, design-wise, he's got his Shiro design, but it looks great. The first Ascension especially looks great. Second Ascension is also good. Third Ascension is a bit on the worst side, but I can live with the first and second Ascension better. I still think that first Ascension looks amazing. Personality-wise, I love it. He is like, this is, it's not like, oh, it's like, he is the grandpa. He is the literal grandpa in a young-ass body, which is really weird, but really funny. But it's still like, it still feels like, a Shiro, but it's like a sassy Shiro. But not going full sassy like the Archer version, right? It doesn't go full sassy like the Archer version. And it's like more of a middle ground. It's more like Evan's Feel Shiro. I think that's the accurate point. It really is the design of Evan's Feel Shiro anyways. It very much is like Evan's Feel Shiro. So yeah. And I love it. In terms of deeds, well, I mean, remember the Shimosa Castle? I don't need to say more, just remember the Shimosa Castle. Like, you know who broke that thing in half. Anyways, whose sword broke that thing in half. Anyways, he's amazing. He's one of my favorites. Definitely. He's not... I like him less than these three, but that's still one of my favorite characters. Yeah, and it's like, and at this point it's like, wow, what a hot take, Dark. Muramasa is a good character. Ooh. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's not a hot take. I already gave enough hot takes, I think. Like, I'm pretty sure I've already given enough hot takes down here to last me a lifetime. So, this time, I agree with people, I think. Anyways, gameplay-wise, well... I only have one thing to say about this gameplay. The Australia like them only for gameplay. That is where we agree. Exactly. Pollux is... I'm not gonna agree on the part of the Pollux, but I do agree with the gameplay part. I only like the Oscari for gameplay as well. Personally, I only like it for... Like, the only other thing I have to say about gameplay for Muramasa is simple. It's just this.
そこに至るはあまたの研鑽気づきに気づいた刀塚縁起をもって宿業を断つ八重垣作るは千字の刃知った成仏していきな
And I swear to God, I am pretty sure, yep, simple, effective, works, yet so effective, yep. And I'm pretty sure everyone in chat has at least once shouted the NP name. Once in their life, if not multiple times, have shouted out loud his NP. Like, there is no way once he says Tsumukari Muramasa you don't shout alongside his ass. So, basically, yes. Obviously, his gameplay is amazing. It feels great to play him, and it's just amazing. So, his gameplay would go into amazing. Not one of my favorites, because it's, well, it is. I shot more Shinsengumida. Okay, fair enough. You know what? I can't deny that point. That I cannot deny. Okay, Siegfried, the 4-star that to this day still evades me. In any account. Actually, no, that's Atalanta, my bad. I actually have Siegfried on GP, I forgot. Siegfried, the character still evading me on NA. The 4-star that still evades me on NA outside Atalanta. Original Atalanta, not Alter. From none to hero. Exactly, this character. Okay, so... I'll be fair about Siegfried as best as I can. Imbits' 5-star version. Yeah, you could say that again. I guess we're gonna start with the design of the character itself. I don't really like Siegfried's design much. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just too much clutter on top of him or something. But personally, I actually don't like his design much. I find his design a bit weak, realistically. And just generally like... I use the summer version for that reason, exactly. You kind of use the summer version because it looks so much better. But I'm counting baseline design, not the summer version design. In terms of his personality, it's kind of like the just very stoic and kind of depressed Sigurd. Like, it's a much more like depressed Sigurd, like, in general. And I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I don't think I like, and I don't, it's like, it's an emo Saber, yeah. And I'm not the biggest fan of that. And in terms of deeds, I also don't really know many. I mean, Balmung in Apocrypha, I guess, but he lost against Mordred. So, and the rest is Sieg only, not Siegfried. And in terms of other appearances, he's only been, if I'm not wrong, he's only been in Orleans. Outside of the summer event, that is. Where he has his best bits. But even then, deed-wise, it's not even that amazing. So... realistically, I think it's kind of meh. I don't dislike him, right? It's like... It's not like I don't dislike his personality, I'm just not the biggest fan. I do not like his design, though, that's for sure. And in terms of these, I do like the Balmung thing and stuff, which was cool. But it's like, a lot of him just feels like very mid, to just not that great. So, I think meh is very accurate for Siegfried here. In terms of his gameplay, on the other hand, well, he's got, not only has he gotten much better with time, because of his buffs to his old shtick, he still has the anti-dragon shtick, which nowadays works a lot better. And it's still primarily quite interesting, especially if you're using Georges. So, on that effect, and to his positives, I actually really like his kit. Even though he's still a Buster AoE Saber, at least he has an interesting niche to make use of. And his skills aren't just, you know, oh, okay, this one increases my damage. This one is just the damage up, this one charges me, and this one gives me crit stars. Something like that. At least he has some survivability on everything. He has a few interesting effects. And, you know, the anti-dragon shtick is still a thing. So with that, I'd say his game... I really like his gameplay. But as a character, he's... meh. Design-wise, personality-wise, and deed-wise. Okay. Next up is what? Next up is Sigurd. Sigurd. Okay, first off, we're gonna rate him on personality and stuff, because this is where Sigurd gets the bonus points. Because you know where he's... Because if I go by gameplay, you know where the hell this guy is going. Shigurdo. Exactly. Like, this is where he gets the points, because I love his design. I actually wish Siegfried had this design. Like, give me Siegfried's kit, and give me this design. Join them up together, and we get a really, really cool character in general. Because I do love his design. It is so good. Blood. Hello, Raventine. Welcome to my stream of the tier list. Yeah. FGO was on maintenance. And the Fire Emblem plan seems to be on the delay until I'm done with this. So, yeah, currently we're doing this. Same. His animation and designs are so good. His personality is also real. I actually like his personality a lot more than Siegfried. I mean, we got an anniversary. Obviously, you're gonna get a fuck ton of SQ. You're happy as hell. Nice. I'm glad for you, man. I'm also happy because I needed this SQ to save for Oberon. I'm not gonna try and get Koinskaya. I've already said this, and I will repeat it as many times as I have to. I am not gonna try to get Koinskaya until I get Oberon. So, until I get Oberon, no Koinskaya for anyone. What am I doing? This is my Saber tier list based on... Saber tier list based on my personal likes. And I mean design, character's personality, and what deeds have they done across all of Fate franchise. Or at least the Fate franchise I know. So this is a purely personal list. There's no gameplay involved in this. Obviously not, otherwise Salter would not be up there. But I do give an on the side note every time I do one of them, where I say, like, okay, how fun I find the gameplay of the character to be. Something like that. And that's about it. Now, back to Sig. Sig in a Matter of Corpses deserves a lot of love. GG. Fair enough. Oh my god. Anyways, Sigurd. As I said, Sigurd's design is amazing. Sigurd's animations are amazing. Sigurd's personality is actually really cool, that not only is he still very much into Brynhild to this day and wants to get back to her, he's also just a relatively very loyal, but also very sane and like... kind of what he looks is exactly what his personality seems like. Kind of a bit of a nerd as well in a weird way. Kind of a little bit. And I do love his like his personality a lot. In terms of his deeds, well, killing Surtur probably ranks high. Rice and beans, Megane Kiran. Yeah, exactly. He's kind of like the uncle husband of the Haunt Wheeling. So in terms of personality and shit, I think he's amazing. Like, he's not one of my favorites, but like, I think he is amazing. Like, just generally amazing character. Design-wise, personality-wise, and with his deed of Surtur must die. Because technically, I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be the one who kills Surtur, but still. Anyways. Yeah. Observations. Awesome taste of Dion. Thank you. I agree. Dion is much better than there used to be a time I did not like Dion, and I very much changed my mind. Funnily enough, after Agartha, which is hilarious. Agartha, which ruins a lot of characters, it's the one time where Dion I actually really like. Anyways. But now the negative. How fun is this kit? Not at all. His kit is so goddamn weak for a 5-star. I'm sorry. His kit could have been... It's not good. I'm sorry. Is Agartha that bad? Yes, it is. It's that bad, buddy. It's not good. Because of his attack animations. Oh, I will put this... Calm down, Raventine. I already said, his animations are great. I mean, how fun is the kit to use in this case? Just like a boss from the Kabuto game. Hollow Knight. Oh, that's actually cool. I don't read, as you know. Yeah, no, Agartha's pretty bad, believe me. I would not blame you for skipping Agartha. It's pretty bad. Like, this is how bad it is. I forgot Astolfo was in it. I don't like Astolfo much, but I forgot Astolfo was in Agartha. And it butchers some characters' hearts. Fergus suffers so much for Agartha. Like, oof. Wuzetian is terrible in that. Penthesilea is the only kind of okay one that you can kind of take out of that. Fuck Columbus. Heracles gets butchered again, or Megalos, or whatever they call him in that shit. Sherazade is absolutely terrible. And Elena kinda is just a plot device. Anyone who's your Piera deserves love for elegance. True enough. That is true enough. Use that rapier to your advantage, people. Now, Sigurd's gameplay sucks. There. I don't like his gameplay. I think it is not only extremely underwhelming for what the character was supposed to do, it's just so nothing. His kit is filled with, like, It's like, a bit better, but still, and like your 4-star version is better. Also, his buff is insulting for him. Yes, exactly. I agree as well. His buff is kind of insulting. He's like VD hit and get the hell out. They should have given a Proto Saber buff. Probably. They probably should have. Like, I've already defended him once about his buff skill. Like, it's a bit bad. It's bad, don't take me wrong, but there is technically a very niche situation where this is useful. Very niche situation. But nonetheless, there's still one point why this buff is better. Where this buff is not that bad. But even then, I'm not gonna explain that spiel. I'm here just to say how fun and gameplay-wise he is. As I said, I don't like his gameplay, he'd be here. Outside of his gameplay, though, like, he's great. Suzuka Gozan! Nah. Nah. Nope. 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 Okay. You love her. That's fair, buddy, but unfortunately, I'm not of the same opinion here. From Extra. From Foxtail. I think that's the name of where she appears in. Foxtail. She's from Foxtail, specifically. She's not from Extra. She keeps stacking crit and stuff, spinning and dancing on air. Okay, I just want to leave this out there before we go any further, Raventine, because I'm pretty sure the gameplay has nothing to do with what is on the screen, okay? Gameplay has nothing to do with this. At all. Is it an annoying teenager? Yes, but it's part of a kit. Like, as I said, the kit doesn't matter for the tier list. It's a side thing. This is more the personality and the design of it. It's fair. I get it. All good. Just making that clear. Anyways. Design-wise... No, I'm talking about how funny it is to use her. Oh, fair enough. No. She actually has a good kit, and I agree. I think her kit is great. I think her kit is really good. It's probably, like, around here somewhere. Her kit would be around here somewhere. But now the character itself. Design-wise, it's kind of discount Tamamo. Sorry, it kinda is. It doesn't help she's also in the same goddamn manga, which is focused on Tamamo. Well, more Tamamo, basically, yeah. The personal specific savers for me is Shiki and Musashi. That is a fair point, and I agree with the Shiki one at least. And the Musashi, I like Musashi as well. Fair. Hey man, you're free to like it. But yeah, in terms of her design, it's discount Tamamo. In terms of her personality, it very much is an annoying teenager, like... You know what they call, like, the I think it's like, Japanese call them the JK gals or something. I don't know what the term is exactly. I might be completely wrong on the term they use for them. An A or B plus is good for me. Fair enough. Yep, it is. Gyaru, something like that, I think. I don't know what I don't know what the term is exactly. Like, and her personality, I'll be fair. I don't say she's a gal. God, she tries to be. I think it's more accurate to say she tries to. I also don't think so. It's like, I just don't like her personality, realistically. It's very annoying, and it's not exactly funny either. It's not like annoying funny, it's just kind of annoying. Generally as well, she's also relatively against you the majority of... Not all the time, but a few of the times she is. I'm sorry, it is what it is. Okay, you got a point. Yeah. It's just a very annoying personality. And in terms of what she's done, but so much low ranked, like, this is it. It is, hey man, it's not as bad. It's not terrible. Like, I can just, like, don't forget, this is my personal list in the end. I don't like it. You can like it. That's fine. I understand. And that's fair. But it is all good. It's just my opinion. And it's alright to have each of our own opinions. I am not wrong. But you are not wrong either. We're both correct. In our own way. Anyways, just put the goddamn, I'm blinded by my love for Okita. What does make you put her so low? I just don't have much to work with, like, on her. Like, I don't think... I think her design is kind of meh, realistically. Like, in general. Like, I'm not even going by the point that she's a saber face. It's just, I find her design okay at best. And in terms of her personality, unfortunately, it's like... It's kind of like this one... Generally, her personality is this one goddamn coughing joke sometimes. I know it's not all of it, obviously. She has her moments. Her latest good event was good. But even if I take that into account, I still think she's, like, kind of boring compared to, like... The biggest competitor I have for... Allow me you to make a point. Okay. Like, compared to, like, Oda Nobunaga, like, she is a pretty boring character, like, for example. But go for it. Feel free. Like, I'm fine to discuss these. Anyways. So, go for it. I kind of forgot Suzuka Gozen. She has the satisfying fare, same as playing with Jack. Same as playing with Jack. Okay. Satisfying factor. Oh, you're talking about the gameplay. Oh, no, her gameplay is higher. Her gameplay is higher. Her gameplay is here. Like, that's where the gameplay is. As I said, this is not based on gameplay. Whatsoever. I do not take gameplay into account on this tier list. Like, her gameplay is up there. It's really good. I think her gameplay is really good. It is satisfying to use. But in terms of the character itself and what I know about the character, I cannot go. I'm not talking about how effective it is either. I really no, I agree. I'm also not talking about how effective. Yes, exactly. I really like her gameplay. It's fun. I really like her gameplay. I find it fun. And it is satisfying when you get that big NP thanks to her first skill. But what I don't like is the rest. Like, this tier list has no... The gameplay fun is not impacted on the character. Ah, okay. That's fair. Because you do know more of her real-life history. Then you can connect to her more. Okay. Sure. Like, and that... okay. Sorry about that. Like, that's fine. Like, let's move on. Yeah, exactly. Like, don't worry about it, though. Like, I understand now. You were confused on some things, and that's fair. But that's the prerogative. Back to Suzuka Gozen, though. As I said, personality, stuff, and she has barely been in anything, realistically. Suzuka Gozen, she was in A and Kyo as an enemy, where I'd say she was at her best there, I guess. But even then, I still don't like Suzuka Gozen much, so that's what I'm gonna give her. In terms of gameplay, on the other hand, Suzuka Gozen is really cool. Like, if I go to show... I actually have Suzuka Gozen. Tomoe Saber, will get to her in a second. We will talk about her real quick. Like, first off, I do like this first skill. I think this first skill is a very interesting skill in general. The second skill could do with something more. But it at least has an interesting niche that I can make use of. I also like that she's, like, not the usual, like, oh, I charge instantly all my NP. So you kind of have to work around this a little bit, and it actually makes for a more interesting thing. But the archer is the one you most love, fair enough. And I don't know why this is here, but I ain't complaining. I also like that she very much is a crit AoE buster Saber. With more crit damage than, I think, Mordred. I think she has more crit damage than Mordred. So, on gameplay, I would put her up here as well. I really like her. Have you tried using her with Tom mode? The loop is scary. Yes, I have. It's actually really cool. They actually work well. I guess in that department, it's accurate. Tomoe Saber. So, Tomoe Saber only has one thing. One event going for her, obviously, which is Summer Event. How much do I like Tomoe Saber? Yeah, I like her fine. Design-wise, I think it's her best going for her is her design. Because I'm pretty sure that everyone that has at this point seen her design, like, goes, Auga! Or something else. Archer SSS Plus. Like, I'm pretty sure anyone that sees this, like, just, this is really good. Like, look at that! Looks amazing. In terms of her personality, they very much veer her towards the gamer side. The gamer side. Like, this version of her is very much geared towards the gamer side of herself. Wise choice. Yeah, exactly. So, in my opinion, like, the gamer side of her is funny, but I do prefer the more, like, cooler side she has about herself in the Archer version, personally. Like, I don't know, I just feel like the personality she has during the Archer version is a lot more balanced. Like, she still has the gaming bit on her, but I feel like it's a lot more balanced with her actual, you know, protection and the war bit of herself. The other version is basically what I'm saying is better, in my opinion. In terms of the deeds, as I said before, she's only been in one event, Summer Event. And she's fine in that, but I wouldn't say she's amazing. So, I like Tomoe Saber fine. Or she goes, I will torment you for free if you have to face me. Exactly. Saber version, not as much. In terms of her kit, also, I'm cool and lovely. Yep, fair. Her kit, I don't know. I actually don't know her kit. I don't have her, so I can't really talk about this. Let's see. Oh, no! No! No, boy. Okay, this is okay. This is okay. No! Why? Stop! I hate this shit. I've already had a rant with self-stunning goddamn NPs with fucking Frankenstein. Why do I have to go through this again? Fine. I'll rate it. It also sucks at looping, I can probably tell. Tried multiple times, I believe you. Yeah, this is okay at best. I'm gonna give it the okay, gameplay-wise at best. Like, I don't want to deal with this. I just don't want to deal with this. I hate this. I hate this demerit. As NP charge, No, she does not. She does not have an NP charge skill. Like, just, nah. I'm good. Gameplay-wise, nah. I'll give her the okay that, like, her kit is not the normal standard kit, but... Jesus Christ, please, no. I don't want to deal with that stun. No bueno. No. Gameplay-wise, no bueno for me. It's okay. It's like... It's okay to meh. It's somewhere around here. It's like, it's not your regular kit, right? So it's okay because it's not your regular kit. But fuck the stun. I am not dealing with that bullshit. Watanabe no Tsuna. Now here's a character very forgotten, usually. Now, here's what I have to say about his design. We're gonna start with the design because probably the best. Okay, I'm gonna say this. His first stage design sucks. I'm sorry, but the shit's boring. Tuna can, yeah. This design is boring. I think we can all agree on this. But that's only the first Ascension design. It gets a bit better on the second one. And then it gets really good. This is the design I wish I could have seen from the first time. Especially here. Like, look at that! That's great! Like, even his sprite looks good on Third Ascension. Like, this is what I wish was his first one. Because this one sucks. This one is slightly better, still kind of sucks. This one looked great. He is literally fire. Yes. Like, I'm gonna count his... Because I've been counting their best designs, I will count his best design, obviously. It's like, yeah, there's just one Ascension skin exists. But yeah, basically, Jack... So, the only Ascension skin that Jack that exists is the first one. Because the other ones, FBI will like to have some talk with you. Anyways. Watanabe's design, for design is the best. His personality, I actually quite like his personality. From Ayan Kyo only, he's a very respectful and generally, like, nice person, I'd say. It's like, he's a very respectful type of character in general, and you can tell. But I also kind of like his interactions with Baraki Doji make it kind of funny. How kind of dense, in a weird way, he is. Quite saltless, yeah. Like, I think he's like, I actually kind of like his interaction, bro. Okay, you did forget Ibaraki. Okay, plus. Yeah, fair enough. And in terms of deeds, not a lot to go for because Ayan Kyo. But I can still say I like Watanabe. Like, I'm not gonna say I really like Watanabe. But as is, I think I do like his character. Just fun. You know, I like his character. I love his design though. It's really good. But personality matters the most, and while his personality is better than I expected originally, it's still like, okay. So, because of that, I have to balance it out, and for the lack of many deeds he has, though he does have one really painful boss fight. Fuck that boss fight. He looks Korean. Maybe, actually. I don't know, he's Japanese. All I know is Japanese. I don't know why he looks Korean. I don't know. I have not, I'll be fair, I have do not see a lot of Korean stuff. I have not seen a lot of Koreans. I cannot really argue yes or no there. It's the haircut. Probably the haircut, yeah. Either way, like, balancing everything out, I do like Watanabe. I just need more, I think. I think I need more things where he is involved in to get a better prerogative on him, I'd say. So no, I can assure you. Okay, fair enough. And finally, I need to remember Yamanami. Last one, Yamanami. Oh boy. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, this guy. It's for anyone that... So, we are ending this on an odd one, yeah, because he's technically not out on NA, but he has appeared in one good event. He's appeared in one good event already, and I read it. Rare to find him, yeah. I actually have him on JP, funnily enough. In terms of his design, like, we can see it here. It's like, okay, that's a bit better. It's okay. It's not the worst thing I've seen, but it's like, it's okay. Whatever. I actually feel like modest. Yeah, exactly. It's just his NP is quite cool, actually. I probably should watch his NP. Let's see his NP. You know what? Let's see his NP, chat. Maybe that'll be a bit better. Let's see his NP.
水の北山の南や春の月かさあ前へ進みたまえ君の道を
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. That's about all I'll say there. In terms of his deeds, well, non-existent, sorry. Outside of the good event, and it's not even that great. So the only thing left to really judge him on is personality. He's kind of a dick. What I have to say about his personality is he's kind of a little bit of a dick for the whole thing where he's involved in. At least a little bit I remember. He was a bit of a dick in the beginning, at least. Nah, but Lundling is much better, in my opinion. I think Lundling is better than he is. He's just so... Like, I don't even have a strong opinion on him. It's like, it really is just this. Like, I have no it's like, I just have nothing here. Like, I can say... I mean, yeah, Lundling is better. Yeah. Like, he's just so... Meh. I don't really like him, really. Like, I don't remember liking him in the event either. You know what? I don't like him. I'm gonna put him in that I don't like. Hello, Miss Goomba. It's been a while. Welcome to the stream. We're just finishing up on a little Saber tier list that was... Thank you. But, got to know. And left aside is the person you would forget is in your Chaldea. I managed to get coin on early. Congrats! Congratulations! Hope you're enjoying her. Hope you like her. Personally, I'm not gonna try for coin until Oberon, but hey. Yeah, I just don't like this guy, I think. Yo, bro, can I ask for an advice? Yes, sure, go for it. What do you need? Nice! Nice, you maxed out our skills as well. Nice. I had no idea. Curse, do ask your question, or if you have one, then, and I will answer it. And I've got more than enough excuse for Oberon too. Nice, okay, good job. Nice then. Then you're basically set for it then. Yeah. I'm not unfortunately. I don't have enough for both. I have to choose, and at least Koyanskaya comes around New Year's, so that's why I'm gonna do. Kama NP2, Morgan NP3, or Ishtar NP3? Easy. Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. I imagine he means 5-star. He means the 5-star archer Ishtar. Space Ishtar. Oh, Space Ishtar. Oh, then Space Ishtar then. Like, if that was normal Ishtar, Morgan Le Fay, 100%. But as is, Space Ishtar. That is probably your best bet then, buddy. Space Ishtar is really strong, like, ridiculously. She just gets better with NP levels. Like, the both of them are, but Kama, like, is not a bad thing getting her NP2, but it's like a bit more niche compared to the other two, right? Also, you were an Ishtar main. But in this case, I'm probably gonna say Space Ishtar, and I think the rest of my chat will also say the same. Yeah, she doesn't disappoint. I have normal Ishtar. Space Ishtar, yeah, exactly. thank you, Curse, for the follow. I hope you enjoy the rest of the stream as well, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, now then, to put my last little bits on Yamanami's grave, I don't really like his personality. His design is meh, and he doesn't have a lot to go for. On the department of his gameplay, well, it's extremely underwhelming. Like, doesn't look exactly fun. It doesn't look exactly fun to start off, and it's such a weird mixed bag of a kit. Like, I've seen his kit. I guess if you have, like, Shinsengumi, it could be a bit better. If you have Shinsengumi allies, I think the kit is a bit more interesting. But it's like, Hey, Raphael. No meat or vegetables, just grain and salt. Yeah. All good. That's alright. I'll be there. It's like there, yeah. Like, basically all I have to say is Yamanami's gameplay is also about mediocre. Like, if you have Shinsengumis, it's a bit better, I guess, but I would still not even say it's that good. Not even soy sauce, just salt. Yeah, sorry for every Yamanami fan out there, but it just exists. That's the issue. He kind of just there. And okay, that is our Saber tier, my Saber tier list for my favorite Saber servants. Copenmold. So with that done, so to just leave it out there, I absolutely hate the shit out of Gawain, and I love Charlie. And Salter and Altera. Also Muramasa, really good. And force him to play our next game. Copenmold. Yeah, about that. So, Raphael, okay. Now, here's the thing, chat. Technically now, the plan was originally that I was gonna do this, and I'm gonna go play Fire Emblem. Yeah, okay, but I think we can keep going with these, because I think it's being interesting, this, and besides, everyone came here for FGO, I imagine. So, Musashi's master's room keeps bullying Muramasa. Oh, did not know that. Well then. Poor Muramasa. Yeah, we're gonna check if maintenance is over. Give me a second, chat. Before we do things. Yeah. I'm gonna go check maintenance is over real quick. So why am I above E? Because he's actually a better character than you are giving him credit for? Like, Watanabe is good, is fine. Like, he's actually got a decently good personality. Yes, there was another maintenance because they fucked up with the buffs, with the leveling ups. His third ascension design is really good. Watanabe's first ascension design is really good. His actual personality is actually pretty decent as well. Nope, maintenance is still in progress. We're still waiting on this. Okay, still on maintenance. No can do yet. And he's not that hateable, yeah, exactly. Like, he has one really annoying boss fight, I guess, but that actually is good. Have I seen the video that you sent me? Which video? Let's see. You sent me a... Oh, yes, I've seen the Samurai Remnant gameplay video. Yes, I have already seen it before, yes. It was really cool. It's actually really cool. I had already seen it before. I am freaking hoping for that game to come out soon.